This presentation will provide detailed instruction on how to apply for CDBG funding through Pinal County. Applications will be made available each year. They are due the first Monday in May. Pinal County reserves the right to change this date. Notification may be obtained on our website. Applications may be submitted by units of local government who have signed cooperative agreements with Pinal County, nonprofits who serve Pinal County residents, and Pinal County departments. This presentation will focus on the application for units of local government, but may also be suitable for other applicants. Applications are available at www.pinal.gov/grants by clicking on the Public Notices and Documents link on the left side of the screen. The different applications are at the bottom of the screen. Please read sections 1, 2, and 3 for general information about this program. Page 4 includes basic contact information. Please provide a detailed project name and the person whom we should contact with any questions regarding the application. Please provide the community's tax identification number. The DUNS number and CAGE number can be obtained through the community's SAM.gov registration. All communities should have fair housing policies, procurement policies, and equal employment opportunity policies in place. Additional policies may include an ADA transition and civil rights plan. Copies of these plans must be provided upon request. Please provide a detailed description of the proposed project, including how the project will benefit low to moderate income people within your community. A description of the beneficiaries should be included. Try to answer the who, what, when, where, why, and how questions. Please provide a detailed description of the project location and the service area. The project location may be different from the service area. Project location is the physical location of the project, whereas the service area is who will benefit from the project. Work may be completed on a well on Main Street, but that particular well serves residents on the south side of town and not immediately surrounding the project location. The eligible activities section includes categories of eligible CDBG activities. You should only select one of these. A detailed list of the eligible activities can be found on the HUD Exchange website under the CDBG Training Guidebook. All CDBG projects must address one national objective. The three categories are low to moderate income, slum and blight, and urgent need. If you select slum and blight, a resolution with documentation is required and having been completed per ARS Title 36, Chapter 12, Article 3. If you select low to moderate income, you must select a subcategory. These subcategories are area-wide benefit, typically a larger area including the entire community of a census tract or block group, job creation, housing activities, or a benefit to a limited clientele such as seniors or persons with disabilities. If you select limited clientele, you must describe this population. Additional guidance may be found in the links below the chart. In question 2, you described your service area. Now you must explain who the beneficiaries are within the service area. There are two main sources to collect this information, HUD and the Census. Start with the HUD Mapping link to determine your total population and LMI percentage. Click on the View Application and enter in the name of the community in the upper right-hand corner. You can then scroll to find the census tract and the project will benefit. Double-click on the area of the map you will serve. Although one box will appear, you can scroll through the different options by clicking the triangle at the top. The options may include LMI data for the specific census tract and block group, data by county, data by a census designated place, and data by the community. From this information, you can get the total population called low mod univ or low mod universe and the low mod percentage. Print this information to include in your application. Place the population and LMI percentage in the beneficiaries chart. If it is a specific census tract, list that information. To get households served, you will need to go to the census. On this site, you can enter in the community's name in the search bar. Population number may be different from HUD's. It is advisable to use HUD's data for the population number. Scroll to the race and ethnicity section and use the percentage listed but calculated by the population number you received from the HUD website. To get the number of households, click on Advanced Search, Topics, Housing, Housing Units, and then hit the search button at the lower right-hand corner. Pinal County is working with the communities as a team effort. Therefore, determine what assistance is needed from Pinal County to complete this project. Depending on the level of support requested, there could be a reduction in the community's total funding allocation. Think about the needs of the specific project and what resources the community has to complete each component of the project. Pinal County can provide support for procurement if the community does not have the capacity or experience in procuring large projects. Communities are responsible for starting the environmental review process by creating the detailed project description and completing the statutory checklist. Detailed instructions and video are available on the website www.pinal.gov/grants. Pinal County finalizes the environmental review process, including public notice advertisements, submission to HUD, and receiving the authorization to use funds. Ideally, communities are responsible for project inspections, and this task may be included in the project scope to outsource. Labor standard requirements for a community would include site visits to construction projects and interviewing the contractor's employees. If Pinal County is requested to provide this service, community funding will be reduced. Pinal County will, at no cost, review all payroll reports submitted by the contractor. When submitting the application, determine the level of readiness for the project. This means what has been completed prior to submitting the application. Tasks that can be completed include design and engineering, environmental review statutory checklist, site control, including all rights of way for a construction project, and the completion of bid documents. However, the procurement process should not be completed to ensure federal procurement requirements. A detailed budget is a required portion of the application. The provided chart lists standard budget items. The top heading section provides different methods of funding. If the budget item is being requested for use of CDBG funds, place the dollar amount in this column. Other funding sources may include community funding, non-CDBG grant funds, and in-kind sources such as community staff time. Pre-award, non-reimbursed expenses may be funds the community has expended on design and engineering of a project. A detailed budget narrative should be included as an attachment. The anticipated project schedule will be for the entirety of the project. The chart provided has been broken into milestone requirements based on budgeted items. Next to each milestone lists the anticipated start and end dates. The responsible party column may be community staff, Pinal County staff, or a third party. This chart may be modified to fit a non-construction related project. A list of required attachments is included. Not all attachments may be applicable to the community or project. Required attachments include a clear map of the community identifying the project and service area, a detailed budget narrative complementing the chart above, and the signed assurances and certifications on page 13 of the application. A special income survey may be required if the service area does not meet the low to moderate income requirements, or the low to moderate income percentage of the service area cannot be obtained through the HUD mapping system. If the environmental review statutory checklist has been completed, it should be included. All questions should be directed to the CDBG specialist at 520-866-6266.